Like this video and subscribe to the channel right now, and get 1 week of amazing luck. Planet Earth provides us with a wide variety of flora and animals to admire, which is why zoos were constructed. We enjoy spending time with normal creatures that we come across and socialize with, such as pet cats, domestic animals, parrots, and others, and keeping them as home pets. Apart from these, there are a number of animals that are less prevalent and persist away from humans for excellent reasons. Some pets, on the other hand, may simply want to be touched right now. They'll be around us, but it doesn't mean you should touch them. Touching them might result in painful and sometimes deadly results. Here are the top 10 animals you should never touch. Number 10. Panda Ants. Pandas are the epitome of cuteness. No matter how big they are, you just want to approach them and pet them. You can now make panda ants by shrinking that panda you really want to pet down to microscopic sizes. These ants are, well, ants, but their fuzzy exteriors make them look like very little pandas. They do not, however, have any of the charming panda characteristics, therefore if someone makes the mistake of touching one, they should expect to get stung. Their stings are so powerful that you can feel them piercing your skin and reaching the muscle, but that's not all. After the stinger makes it through, the poison released is so intense that you'll feel it pulsing through your whole body for hours. A tiny ant that really packs a punch. Number 9. Wrap-around spider. Imagine walking through a forest with trees all around you and the one branch you grab for support is weirdly fuzzy. That would be no branch, but the wrap-around spider. Yup, what sounds like the stuff of nightmares is actually the reality. These spiders are huge and can still go undetected. That's because they can flatten themselves and just wrap their whole bodies around a branch and hide in plain sight. If someone misses them and touches them instead, they're bound to get bitten, and, well, that bite is going to hurt. So, next time you're out in the woods you might want to be extra vigilant about every branch you touch. Number 8. Mexican beaded lizard. Most lizards are frightening, but the Mexican beaded lizard is adorable. For some, it's the fact that their bodies are stumpy. Others are attracted to their round heads or little eyes, but their cuteness is really a ruse to draw their prey near enough to attack. When they do, they seize the prey and bite them repeatedly, pushing their deadly saliva into the wound. This lizard isn't poisonous enough to kill you, but that lifelong bite will be excruciatingly painful and last a long time. Number 7. Harvester ants. If you looked at a harvester ant from afar, you probably wouldn't think it's anything special, but up close you can get a glimpse of how these are insane killing machines, because that's exactly what they are. They're the most poisonous ants in the entire world. Not just that, but they're also very aggressive and will go after their target like their life depends on it. And when they get close enough, go ham with their stingers and keep injecting poison until they feel like they've subdued the target. If that wasn't bad enough, they'll also throw in a bite or two here and there just in case the target even thinks of running away, making each second of your encounter with their hurt. Number 6. Fluffy caterpillar. If you've ever seen a fluffy creature and felt compelled to touch it, you'd feel the same way if you came across a fluffy caterpillar in real life. However, you should be aware that this is the exact opposite of what you should be doing. The majority of caterpillars are harmless and only want to eat some leaves, but fluffy caterpillars aren't only fluffy for the sake of being adorable. The fluff is really sade, a clump of microscopic hairs to which most people are very allergic. If you believe an allergic reaction is insignificant, think again. People who have touched this claim that their skin feels like it's on fire right away, but that's not all. Inside the fur are tiny spines that contain venom. Yes, if you pet it hard enough, you'll be stung and have to be treated for its poison. That's one fuzzy kid you should avoid at all costs. Number 5. Pufferfish. Pufferfish have long been thought of as charming little fish that are easily scared. Many people go to great lengths to terrify these fish because when they're scared, they puff up and turn into this adorable ball of air. The majority of people are familiar with pufferfish. They had no idea that these guys are poisonous. That, too, isn't just a teeny tiny soccer venom that each pufferfish carries inside of the venom, which is 1,200 times more dangerous than cyanide. If this combination comes into contact with a human, it will attack the nervous system and shut it down from within. The human is left paralyzed till they drown or die since the inside of their body has been shut off completely. Regardless matter which comes first, each of these fish has enough poison to kill 30 adult humans and still be alright. If you see one of them while swimming in open water, remember not to touch it. Number 4. Buff-tip moths. Whenever we think of dangerous creatures, it's always the big ones like lions and cheetahs, not insects, so especially not moths, right? Well, debuffed moths are here to challenge that, and they mean business. These insects, so you need to stay away because their hair can cause intense allergic reactions in humans. But staying away from them is the hard part because they can be anywhere, even right in front of you. This moth can stand just motionless and look like a tiny branch. If you touch that tiny branch, expect to break out in a rash and possibly have trouble breathing. Most of the time you won't even know what caused the reaction because of how good these insects are at hiding. A ninja in plain sight, waiting to stir up some trouble. Number 3. Box jellyfish. There's something extremely intriguing about a box jellyfish. They have no vertebrae and pretty much look like floating nothingness, and that's what they are. But even then, they're strong enough to take anyone down in an instant. That might be hard to believe, but in those see-through bodies, they're hiding extremely potent venom. They have 15 tentacles. Each of them has around 5,000 stringers. To annihilate the target, all they have to do is just get the tiniest portion of one tentacle on, but they don't play nice. They use at least one whole tentacle and inject venom into their victim with all 5,000 stingers at once. Their venom is so strong that it takes mere minutes for the target to start experiencing life-threatening side effects, like nervous system shutdown or cardiac arrest. If they didn't get help within a minute or two, it would become almost impossible to save them and they would die a quick but very painful death. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take me 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal: you just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribes button and hit the notification bell, and you'll get 15 years of amazing luck. Try it, it really works. Number 2. Northern Stargazer. These strange animals tend to live at the very depths of the ocean, but sometimes they can make their way to the surface, too. This is the northern stargazer, a fish that is pretty much a killing machine. It can bury itself in the sand within seconds, and when the sand settles, all you'll be able to see are 2 haunting eyes and the insane teeth they have that are you if you're looking really hard. They'll stay hidden and stalk their prey, and when it gets close enough they'll jump out and use their giant mouths to swallow them whole. Those that try to break out of their grasp can't get very far because northern stargazers can use their gills to electrocute their prey, paralyzing them long enough to eat them. Super scary beast of the ocean everyone should stay away from. Number 1. Sea urchin. How many of us have been on a nice stroll on the beach and then bam, see a sea urchin right there waiting to be stepped on? A lot of the time we don't even see the creature and realize it was there after we'd stepped on it, but it's a straight up master of disguise that knows exactly what it's doing. From the looks of it, the sea urchin just looks like these cute little sea creatures that are peacefully floating around in the sea or chilling on the beach, when in reality they are unsuspecting poison bags. Unlike most poisonous animals that only release venom from one organ, they do it from 2. They also know how to do the most damage to their unsuspecting prey. At first, they'll go in with their spiky fins and cause puncture holes, then they'll release poison into these holes. If the puncture holes aren't treated on time, they can get infected and even damage all the nerves that came in contact with the poison forever. So next time you see a sea urchin in the wild, turn around and run far away from it. Alright, comment below if you would dare touch any of these animals. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to channel, and we'll see you in the next one.